housekeeping chores. We're going to go ahead and call the meeting to order. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Jordan?
Here.
Commissioner Meister? Here. Commissioner Renner?
Here. Thank you very much. So we do have a quorum. Any public comment, Madam Clerk, on anything not on the agenda?
We did not receive any public comment registrations today or emailed public comments.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start with the minutes. We have minutes from December 15th of the Special Liquor Commission meeting. Are there any concerns or changes to those minutes?
I have none.
I have no concerns.
Okay, is there a motion then to approve as presented?
I motion to approve.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second.
Thanks. And Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Jordan?
Yes.
Commissioner Meister?
Yes.
Commissioner Renner?
Yes, thank you very much. At this point, do we have George on the line yet, Madam Clerk?
I'm here, Mayor.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, we just called the meeting to order and we approved the minutes. So at this point, we have the first hearing on Spotted Dog, and I believe you have updates for us on these.
Yes, I do. With regard to the appearances for this afternoon, we have 7 first appearances for licensees that have received citations for violations of the City of Bloomington Liquor Code. The first 2 matters, and the Spotted Dog is the first of them, relate back to violations of the executive orders prohibiting indoor consumption that were in effect in the first half of January. The Spotted Dog Tavern has admitted to the alleged violation, and this being a first offense for that establishment, he has been fined $500.
Okay.
And there's an agreed order to that effect for your signature.
Okay, right. Liquor Commissioners, any questions?
No questions.
I have none.
Okay. All right, thank you very much. Anything else that we need to do, Mr. Boyle? I'm assuming this is just FYI. We don't need to take any action, correct?
No, there's no further action on that matter.
Okay. Can we then go to the next item, which is Parkview Inn?
The Parkview Inn has similarly admitted to a violation of the executive orders prohibiting indoor consumption. This was a second violation for the establishment, and they have paid a fine of $800.
Okay. Right. Any questions for the Liquor Commissioners?
I have none.
No questions.
Lindsay? Okay. All right, thanks.
May I interrupt for just a second?
Yes.
We do have Mr. Rick McCormick, who is the owner of Parkview Inn.
He's online.
He's online.
Did you want to say anything, Rick, for the record?
Not really. I just want to make sure what's going on. That's all.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks, Rick. Thanks. All right.
Thank you.
All right. At this point, Mr. Boyle, you want to go to the next one, which is Hurley Consolidated at Drifters?
Yes, I will say that the next 5 citations involve non-payment of taxes. 4 of the establishments have reached out to the city and have settled their cases. Drifters has not. And they have someone who has appeared for them for this first appearance this afternoon. And so with that, I believe it's Ms. Minifield. So we can hear, I suppose, this being a first appearance, Mayor, what normally happens is there's an admission or a denial of the facts. And based on that, there is then a second hearing set if, in fact, we have to have an evidentiary proof as to either the violation or as to the appropriate sanctions in the event of violations admitted to or proven.
Okay. So I mean, we do have Ms. Minifield online. I see her. Is there anything that you would like to add or to clarify in terms of what Mr. Boyle has just said?
Or Ms. Minifield, do you have an attorney? Because if you do, we should be talking to the attorney.
He's not representing me today in this matter.
Okay, sure. Ms. Minifield, did you want to either plead or say anything at this point to the commission?
I accept that happened. Yeah.
Okay, so you're essentially you're just stipulating the facts at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so we really don't need another hearing. Mr. Boyle, you can follow up with Ms. Minifield then?
Well, we would ask then for it to be set for a sanctions hearing.
Well, yeah, well, that,
In other words, so there's two pieces to this. You know, the first is whether the facts occurred, and in that case, you know, we don't have a dispute on that. And then the second would be whether we have either agreed sanctions or whether we need a sanctions hearing. So with that, I'd ask that the sanctions hearing be set over to the March 9th hearing, and then we can speak with the establishment and see if there's an agreement as to sanctions or whether both sides will need to present
or whether we have to-
evidence and argument.
or whether we'd even have to have the hearing. Okay,
Correct.
okay. Thank you. At this point, is there any objection from my liquor commissioners moving forward with that?
I have none.
No objection.
Okay, thank you. Any
All right.
concerns?
So then this will be set over for sanctions to March 9th, the March 9th,
Right.
2021 hearing. Is that correct?
Yeah, and Ms. Minifield's online, and so if this is worked out, we may not need to go down that path. But thank you, Mr. Boyle. All right, at this point, you have another update then on anything, the others you said have been settled, so we really don't need to do anything other than go to Mickey's Kitchen, is that right?
Well, with each of them, there has been a full payment of taxes, interest, and penalties. So this is for Aroma Indian Restaurant, for Las Margaritas,
Mm-hmm.
for Hacienda Leon,
Mm-hmm.
and let's see, I believe there's another one here.
Cheeks.
Oh, and for Cheeks Bar and Grill. This being a first offense for each of those establishments, they've paid all taxes, interest, and penalties due, and a fine of $600. Also, there is Las Margaritas Mexican restaurant as well.
Right, yeah, you mentioned that. Yeah, so,
Now,
but
with regard to Mickey, go ahead, I'm sorry.
before we go to Mickey's, I just want to make this clear. This is not like people not paying their property taxes. These are, just for the record, these are establishments that have taken money from their clients, from their patrons, and not forwarded it to the city for the reasons that they, that the money was collected. So it isn't money necessarily coming out of somebody's pocket. They're actually collecting this cash and not forwarding it to the city as they're supposed to.
That's correct, Mayor. These are point of sale taxes, and they are collected when the items are sold, and they are to be remitted to the city. I will say too that before it gets to this stage, we send several notices, and we work with establishments.
Right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Any questions or comments from my liquor commissioners?
No
Lynn,
questions or comments from me.
Jen?
No, I have none, no.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, George, the last item on our agenda is Mickey's Kitchen.
Yeah. Yes, with respect to Mickey's Kitchen, there have been some notice issues and some issues with respect to getting the witnesses and the records that are involved. The establishment has relinquished its license, so they're no longer operating. With that in mind, I'd ask to continue the matter to the March 9th meeting, where we will hopefully be presenting a resolution to the issue.
Okay. Is there a motion from one of the commissioners to push this forward?
I motion to push this to the March 9th meeting.
Moved by Commissioner Meister. Is there a second?
I second.
Second by Commissioner Jordan. Any comments, concerns?
No, I have none.
No.
No. Okay. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Jordan,
Yes,
Commissioner Meister,
Yes.
Commissioner Renner.
Yes. Thank you very much. George, anything else?
Nothing further.
Okay. Any other issues or concerns, Commissioner Meister or Commissioner Jordan?
No other issues or concerns from me.
Okay.
no, I have none.
Okay. Thank you very much. At this point, is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion, we adjourn the meeting.
Is
I
there a
second.
Second. Thank you. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much, and thank you, everybody, for all your work, and Madam Clerk and Mr. Boyle. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.